Okay, you are welcome to another section of this class. Today we want to talk about how to install CMS into your site. CMS into your site. That's what we want to talk about. We have talked about what CMS is all about. So I want to put you to how to install CMS. I told you we will be starting from CMS. And as someone that wants to know much about websites, using CMS without coding, that is creating website without coding, will help you a lot to understand many things. So how to install CMS? You know the full meaning of CMS already. When you check all the uh, theory aspects, you will see the full meaning. So the CMS we are going to be using is WordPress. We have a lot of them. We have WordPress, we have Joomla, we have Magento, we have WHMCS. So all of them, they have their work. But the reason why we are picking this WordPress is because it's made to work easy. You see, all other software, all other CMS software that you can use, what you can use them to do, you can do everything in WordPress. So WordPress is combination of all of them. There are some CMS that you can use to build only educational sites. Some you can use them to build only uh, e-commerce sites. You know what e-commerce site is. Some you can use it to build only company site, company website, while some just on buying and selling website. But with WordPress, you can build everything. So now, how can you install WordPress? So for now, I will be using the same thing that was forwarded to the class, the same link that we said we should use for assignment. You can see that's why you are seeing that I'm scrolling up. So this is it, speedhost.net.ng. I want to log into my cPanel. So you need to log into your cPanel. So our username here is called bootcamp. Then log your password which is bootcamp, the password you are seeing. So once you log in, it's authenticating. Fine. Once you log in, the first thing you need to do here is that you will need to go to where you will see subtaculars. Now you can see software. That's not where we are going. You can see subtaculars app installer here. That is what you need. This subtaculars app installer, that is what you need. Then you need to click on it, let it open. Let the subtaculars open. It's loading. Network issue, but it's loading. So it is from that subtaculars app installer that we'll be able to install the WordPress. It is from there that you'll be able to install a lot of CMS. So you can see, just come to this these three dots here. Come to that three dot, click on it. Now you can see, if you check here, you will see a lot of things. We have blog, we have portals like CMS, we have forum, we have image gallery, we have wikis. You see everything you are seeing here, they are CMS application that you can use to build different sites. If you want to build music site, you can come to music and choose podcast generator, Implio, Apache. So all of them are CMS. For educational, you can see these are CMS that you can use to build different types of sites that you want to build. I purposely use phone because of people that will not believe that you can create your website on phone. But everything I'm doing, if you check your system, it will show everything for you also. So sometimes I'll be switching to system. So, but now what we need is WordPress. You come to where you see blog, you will see WordPress at the top. You see, WordPress is number one. You can see others are there also, but we want to use WordPress. All of them, you can use them to create websites. So you click on WordPress, you can see that is the one. This is it. Now, this is where we are going. You need to take note of a lot of things here that I want to explain. And that is one of the reasons why I use video for this class. Because you need to take note of everything I want to say here. They are very important. But before you come and install CMS, there is one thing you need to go and do, which I have told you. I will not remove you for that now. I pardon everybody that I have not done that, because that one is just uh, a mini site prepared for you for some practical. As time goes on, you will not be using them, but just for you to understand some things online before we move back to offline. Because once we go to offline mode, you will not be able to create some things until you buy hosting and domain that you will be able to create them. Like you will not be able to create email, you will not be able to create database, you will not be able to create what again? Subdomain. All of those things you will not be able to create them once we go to offline, because offline is just for practical mode. You are learning for practical mode, so your site is not that online until you come to online. But everything you are bringing online, you will design it offline. That is why it is very good for you to start with offline. You can do everything on offline without wasting resources, without wasting money yet, without wasting a lot of time. When you have chance, you can just do that. Now, you see, when you come here, those that are using laptop, this is what you are going to see. Let me change to desktop screen. This is what you are going to see. Those that are using laptop, those that are using phone, this is what you are going to see. Desktop side, you can see it's still the same thing. Just make sure that you see what I'm clicking on, then you do it either on phone or on laptop. Now you will come to where you see install. You click on quick custom install. You can see that it has shown a lot of things. So when you come to custom install, you scroll up, but if you are using desktop, you don't need to scroll up. Like, let's go to desktop. You can see it has shown other things here. Let's click on custom. You can see it. This is how you will see it on desktop. Let me go back to phone. For those that are also using phone, go and use Chrome. That is the best browser to use when you want to create website. Go and use Chrome. I repeat, Chrome. Don't use any other browser for now. Chrome, so that you can be able to switch from desktop format to window to system format. It will make your work easier. So now come back here. Let me just change it to this format. Here you click on custom, then you see under choose installation URL. Here you will have to choose https dot slash slash. The third one, https dot slash slash. The reason is that by the time you want to use SSL, I have not talked about SSL. I appreciate the person that notified me that I have not talked about it. I will still try to talk about SSL rather. By the time you want to use SSL, it is https dot slash slash that SSL will read. There's something that we call SSL. You will understand it. So because of that, you need to pick https dot slash slash. Leave it there. Now come to where you see protocol. For those that have created subdomain, you will see something here now. This is the website that you click on, speedhost.net.ng. That is the website they provided for me as training for people. Now, I ask all of you to go and create subdomain. This is where the benefit of you creating subdomain is. We said when you create subdomain, it's like trying to have other aspect of site separately, apart from the main site. Now, in this protocol, if you have more than one email, more than one domain rather, or more than one subdomain in that your hosting package, in your cPanel, if you are able to add more than one domain, there are some package that comes with add-on domain. When you want to buy hosting, check it very well. Some package will come with, they may tell you 10 add-on domain. What they are telling you is that apart from the original domain, you register with that site. When you want to buy that hosting, you can still add another 10 domain to it, but that add-on domain, we are not going there. That one is for advanced class. But that subdomain, I have tell you about that. You can create subdomain. Some accounts have it. So for those that create subdomain, everybody can create subdomain now. They have helped me to upgrade the account. Everybody can create subdomain. If you have not created subdomain, go and create it. For those that create subdomain, if you want to add another CMS to that subdomain, it is the same process that you use to add the CMS to your original website that you are going to use to add CMS to your subdomain website. So how do you do that? You come to this protocol, you click on it. You can see now what I'm seeing here. All of you that have created subdomain, these are your subdomain. Wow. I'm seeing adimgreat.speedo. Click on abrospeech.speedo, opeyemi.sonny2022.ehrls.sami. So these are the subdomain that you all created. This person that is using EHLS, you created 2 subdomain. Don't let me find you. If I should discover, if I should detect you, don't let me find you. You only need to create 1 so that others also can create, because everything I'm seeing them. Now you go and click on the domain you want to install your CMS on. We are on live server now. If you are the Ambrose piece, click on that Ambrose piece. If you are the Victor Olatunji Moses, click on that. That is, if you want to practice this video that you are watching. So you click on your subdomain. Because I am the speedhost.net.ng, I will use my own. Then this is where you are going to change your own. So if you have 100 domain or 100 subdomain on that particular hosting package, and you want to install different account on 100 of them, that is how you are going to do it. You just come to protocol, then you change the one you want to install on. But note this, you cannot install 2 on a particular site. You can't install 2 on a particular site, except in an exceptional cases, which we are not going to talk now. That one is also advanced class. So now, once you choose your domain, come to in directory. Make sure you remove this WP. Leave that place blank. Leave it blank. The reason you need to leave it blank is that if you include anything in this directory, if you include this thing, your website will not go direct. Like for example, let me try to go to this place. Let's say my website is speedhost.net.ng. So if I should include directory, the one we see the other time, before I can log in or before people can log in, they will need to type / that directory. If it is WP that is there, or INCH, if that is what I put there, they will need to type it before they log into before they access my website. Whereas this is not a direct URL of your website. You can see there's an error. So people will not be able to use this thing to log into your website. They will not access everything you have. They will not see it at all. These are some of the errors they may be seeing. Because we don't install on this speedhost.net.ng. We installed on the directory, which is the WP. That is why we need to remove that directory when we want to install. Please, I repeat again, remove the directory. Don't install on it except you decided that, okay, I want to have that directory. But if you know that you want to have a professional website, remove that directory. In any of the package you want to install, remove the directory. Then come to choose the version you want to install, then click the latest version. However, you need to note this, that sometimes version also work with the version of PHP they install to your hosting plan. PHP versions that you install. It's like someone that is using Android 4.0 of Dell, 4.0 version that they use then. You now said you want to install latest update application of Facebook on it. It will not be able to install because the version of your Android is very low to that application. Now come to site name. Type the name of your site, which is, let me say, Bootcamp 4.0. Come to site description. Type your site description, which is training for better tomorrow. Now, don't tick on enable multi-site. Don't tick on disable WordPress core. Don't tick on that, and don't ask question on them now. You don't need it. And I will not explain those ones to you now because you are in beginners class. So there are a lot of things I will not be talking on now. So things that you need that will also help your site, they are the ones that I will explain. So move to admin username. You see, this admin username is very important. That is where you'll be able to log into the back end of your website. There's one thing we call back end and front end. I think I've mentioned about it before in the theory aspect. Back end is where you can be able to design everything that people see at the front end. Front end is what the client are seeing, what those that are coming to your website are seeing. That is the front end. While back end is where you are doing all those things, you are posting, you are designing, doing all those things, using plugins, add them together in order to make it good for them to see. For you to log into that back end, you need this admin username. Type something, Bootcamp, as your admin username. Password, Bootcamp at 2022. That is my password. Now, admin email. You can see the email that is here. It says admin@speedhost.net.ng. So the email you created the other time, if you want to use it for your website, this is where you are going to use it. Admin email. So any information that is coming into your website through email, this email is where they will be sending it to. But let's use it admin at, that is the email you want to use, admin@speedhost.net.ng. So the email you created the other time, use that, then choose language, English. Then here you need to click on classic editor. Click on classic editor. Limit login attempts, you don't need it, leave it. Then come down to the last place and write your email here, your own email. That is where they will send the information of your WordPress that you just created. They will send it to you on that email for safety, for saving purpose. So once you write it, you type it there, click on install. Wow, let's wait and see. So it's installing. Let's check the installation process. 14%, 15, 16, 17. So that is how you are going to install it. If it is 1,000 account, that 1,000 subdomain that you created that you want to install this CMS on, that is how you are going to install the CMS on all the 1,000, all of them. You can see something here now. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Wow, wonderful. Let's come back to what we are seeing here before is error 404, right? Let's refresh and look at what we are going to see. Wow, what is it saying? Hello world, welcome to WordPress. This is your first post. Edit or delete it, then start writing. By now, if you are to check speedhost.net.ng in your own in your own browser, because this is a live server, this is what you are going to be seeing. This is what you are going to be seeing. I have launched a website. So simple like that. If you are going to create your website on that your subdomain that you register and you follow this process, this is what you are going to see. This is the template of WordPress for everybody. That is the template for everybody. But there are some informations here. You can see WordPress has been successfully installed at your website email. Now, administrative URL. For you to log into your administrative URL, you need to add wp-admin. Like as you are seeing it now, this is my website. But if you want to log into your dashboard, where we'll be talking about every other things, like on a nighttime mode, where we'll be talking about how to add like Maggi, how to add salt, how to add water to make it more good, more professional, is at the back end. And how to log into that back end, which is the administrative page, you need to write after your URL, just put wp then dash admin, unless you have changed this wp-admin. If you want to know if a website is created with WordPress, just copy the URL of that website, put /wp-admin. You will see it will take you to this page. Something like this is loading. This is what we are going to see. Bam. This is what we are going to see. If you see this, or it will load you to another login page. There are some people that they have designed their login page. They will not allow you to see it that it is WordPress they use. I also do that, but that one they are advanced class. Just manage to graduate. That's when you can get to advanced class. So for tonight's class, how to install WordPress on live server. That is everything you need to follow. Irregardless of a lot of domain you want to install it to, this is how to install, and this is the simplest way. We have there's some ways that you can install it manually also. When we get to local server, those that will be using phone, they are going to install it manually. Those that will be using laptop in local server, they are going to install it directly in local server, in offline. So this is how to install WordPress. Then if you want to go to your administrative right, just click on this here, or you go to the one we said the other time. Then here, this is where you are going to put the password and email, password and username you created under the administrative right. This is where it will be. What is our username? The username rather, bootcamp. Our password is bootcamp at 2022. Don't log into this site. This is my own practical site for you. Go and create your own and log in. If I should click on login, it will take me to my dashboard. Bam! Welcome to WordPress. This is your dashboard. This is where you are going to design everything. Whatever you design here, they will see it online. So practice everything that you see here now, and let's see how it goes.